Welcome to Marketing in Your Car, the podcast for funnel hackers everywhere. You are now part of a small group of underground entrepreneurs who are trying to change the world through the products and the services that we believe in. But because we don't rely on venture capitalists, we don't have financial safety nets. So we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We do that through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. Now, this podcast will give you a glimpse at the daily life of a funnel hacker. So let's get started. Hey everyone, good morning. I hope you guys are doing awesome today. I'm out driving in a winter wonderland, which is really cool except for the fact that the sun shines off this white snow and it's totally blinding me. It's killing me. Anyway, so I'm excited for a couple reasons. One is we are super close to launching our Marketing Your Car free MP3 player. I know you've been hearing it on the outro for a little while. I thought it was going to be shipped here from China faster than it was, and it took forever. Now we got it sitting in a warehouse and I've had a chance to make the video, but soon. In fact, I think the first week of January we're going to launch it, so it'll be the free MP3 player with the first 257 episodes. And when we do this, it's going to bring a lot more of our friends and family into the Marketing Your Car fold, which I'm excited for. I did a podcast a little while ago talking about the strategy behind what we're going to do, and now we're actually doing it. So it's going to be kind of cool to see that and hopefully grow our member base substantially and get more people listening while they're in their car. Anyway, so that'll be cool. Now, what I want to share with you guys today, I had a really cool Voxer conversation back and forth with Dana Derricks, who's one of our Inner Circle members, about a concept, and I thought it was super cool. I just wanted to share with you guys because I think it's important. So he had messaged me to basically saying, like, man, he's like, as I'm getting more and more successful and I see you success, like, how do you justify doing something? He's like, how do you justify going to the DMV, or how do you justify going and getting a haircut? Like, because the opportunity cost of your time is so much higher, right? You go get a haircut, you spend, driving there, driving back, an hour of your time. Like, if you were to hire, pay a client that, you would have charged them, 10 grand for that hour, or 5 grand for that hour, whatever that is. And instead you're doing this whole thing. It's like, it's way cheaper to pay someone to come to your house and cut your hair while you're working, so you don't have to slow down, or whatever. Or like if the pool breaks down, you got to go sit in, you go home and sit by the pool for 2 hours waiting for the pool guy to come and fix it. Like, how do you justify those kind of things? And I was like, it's interesting. Like, and I started thinking about that from my point of view. And it's funny, recently I've been doing all these like cool personality tests just to learn more about myself, which I recommend for everybody. Like, I did the 16 personality tests for my wife and for me, and got some crazy cool insights from that. One of them I'll just share with you guys, just to hopefully give you an idea of like the kind of gems and gold you can find through here. One of my wife and I's frustrations we have with each other is a lot of times I'll say something like, hey, what do you think about this? And she's like, I don't know. And she always goes straight to I don't know. And like, it used to drive me crazy. I'm like, well, we got to think about it for a little bit. And when she did the 16 personality tests, one of her personality traits is like, there's one like how we do things based on like more thinking or more feeling. And James Friel, who was out here with us doing the Trello stuff the other day, he had us take these personality tests. And my wife's was like very much like, she's like, she makes decisions based on feeling, not on thinking. And so it's like, it was like 80% was feeling. And he had kind of a similar situation. So if he's flipped, he's thinking, not feeling. And he said that Yada, his girlfriend, when she'd say like, hey, what do you feel like having for dinner? He'd be like, I don't know. I don't feel anything for dinner. And she's like, what do you think you want to have for dinner? And he'd be like, boom, like this. And so like for him, if he said thinking versus feeling, it would automatically just like his brain could comprehend that, and then he can think exactly what he wants. It was hard for him to like, what do you feel like for dinner? Like, I don't feel anything for dinner. Like, I don't know. Like, and so my wife, it's the opposite. And so like the other night I said something like, hey, what do you think about this? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, crap. And I was like, wait, what do you feel like? How'd that make you feel? And then like it opened up this huge conversation, and it was like this little tweak. It was huge. So there's buried gold in these personality tests. Like, so 16 personalities is cool. The other cool one is the disc profile. So Mandy on our team does a whole bunch of really, really cool things. And for the Inner Circle members, she's one of me and her kind of coaches Inner Circle. She does more from a personal development standpoint. I do like the marketing standpoint. And together, like, it's super cool ninja team that make people even more amazing than they already are, if that's possible. But Mandy has everyone take the disc profile. And when I took mine, one thing she told me that was in there is basically like, I'm a big believer, or like I have to have a positive ROI on things, or else I don't want to do them. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, that's kind of true. Like, if I don't see an ROI on something, it drives me crazy. I can't do it. That's why, like, from a religious standpoint, why I struggle reading scriptures and things like that, because it's just like I'm reading it, but like what's the point of it? And so for me, I'm building in these forced ROI things for me to do what I need to do. So for example, and this is, more the churchy side because it illustrates it really well for me, but like for example, when I speak at church, and I have to prepare that week, I'll focus, I'll read, and that like I enjoy it so much and study and get ready, because I know that at the end of it I've got to give this presentation, and so there's like this ROI. The reason I'm doing this is so I can give a really good presentation at the end. Now obviously I don't speak every week in church. The way Mormon church works is you speak like once every 5 years and everyone gets a chance. So it's like, all right, so 5 years from now is my next speaking opportunity. So I'm like, that's not going to work. So what I'm starting to do is I'm working on launching my own podcast, where basically I will throughout the week study and learn, and then I'll be creating a talk and I'll give that on the podcast and that'll be my ROI. Like that's what I'll be looking forward to, is like I'll be working because I have to have this thing for the podcast. Now there's an ROI. Now I can justify in my brain why I need to do this or that and things like that. So anyway, so that's just like a kind of example. But everything in my life, like what's the ROI? So as Dane had asked me, I started telling him, I was like, for me, like the like first off, like it's hard. Like when I got a new car and I was supposed to go to the DMV, and I didn't for 2 years. I just drove around with like plates that didn't work, and because I was like, me going to the DMV, like the opportunity cost that is so, like there's no ROI. Like it was like useless. The only way it's useful is if I get pulled over. So I'm like, I'm just not gonna get pulled over, and I didn't for 2 years. And finally, like somebody on my team forced me to go, and like took me there and like forced me to sit down, and like I got it done, right? But it was like 2 years of driving without like whatever the DMV is supposed to give you. And so, but then like the pool example, he said, I kind of told him, I was like, well, at the pool, like for me to go sit and wait for the pool guy for 2 hours, like it's going to drive me nuts. And so there's no positive ROI other than the pool work. So for me, it's like, okay, what's the benefit for my wife and kids? Like, what's the ROI for them? Like, okay, I have a chance to spend 2 hours with them. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to, whatever that is. But that's the ROI. It's not like fixing the pool. It's like the time with my kids. And then as soon as I can justify that and make that, then I'm like, cool, I can do this, because like this is the ROI for me in my brain. And I'd never thought about the haircutting thing, so I'm actually getting my haircut today. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, man, it is kind of a waste of an hour of my day just to go get my haircut. I should pay my girl to come here and cut my hair while I'm working on the treadmill or something. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting. So for you guys, I just wanted, because I know that as entrepreneurs, probably a lot of your brains work similar to mine, where like you need that positive ROI. And so sometimes when you're struggling to get something done, at least for me, it's because I can't see that. So I have to like associate what is the ROI I will get from this. And if it's something I'm excited by, then I'm like, boom, I can go do it and I can conquer it. That's why this book that I've been killing myself getting done, I know the ROI on the other side of it, which is the only thing that keeps me moving, because there's so much pain associated with writing a book for me. But like I know in my mind what the ROI is, from a financial, from a transformational, from a like all the things that I care about and why I'm doing it. Like I see that ROI, and it's what drives me to keep moving forward. So anyway, I just want to share with you guys today because that was important, and hopefully you guys can start attaching ROIs to things that you're struggling with. And I think that if you do that, it's going to give you the motivation you need to get those things done. So there you go. With that said, take some personality tests, because that's cool too. All right, appreciate you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at our funnel hacking projects. You can also watch the Funnel Hacker online reality show and watch us build and launch funnels live at www.funnelhacker.tv. If you'd like to come hang out with your fellow funnel hackers, come join our Facebook group at www.projectclickfunnels.com. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you can get a free MP3 player with the first 257 episodes preloaded at marketinginyourcar.com. Join us next time, and remember, you're just one funnel away from your dreams.